Welcome to A Blessing a Day. Today, we gather to reflect upon the beautiful readings from the book of Exodus and the Gospel of Matthew. These passages remind us of the divine connection we cultivate through our faith and how it transforms our very being. Just as Moses shone with the radiance of God's glory, we too are called to embody that light in our lives. In a world filled with shadows, let us pause, breathe, and open our hearts to the treasures God has laid before us. As we journey through today's message, we begin in the book of Exodus, where Moses comes down from Mount Sinai after receiving the commandments from God. Can you imagine the scene? Moses, fresh from communion with the Almighty, carries not just tablets of stone, but also the very essence of God's presence shining through him. His face radiates divine light. The people of Israel were initially terrified by this transformation. They could hardly approach the glory that Moses carried. Yet this same glory is something our Lord wishes for each of us to reflect. In these verses, we see that Moses removes his veil whenever he enters the presence of the Lord. How beautiful is this imagery! It tells us that when we engage in genuine prayer and communion with God, we must do so unmasked, revealing our true selves. It's a call to authenticity with God. Only then can we experience the transformative power of His presence. We often find ourselves wearing veils to hide our vulnerabilities and imperfections. Yet, God invites us to lay those aside, to be bare before Him, so we may be filled with His light. Saint Teresa of Avila once said, "Prayer is an intimate conversation between friends." Moses' radiance does not vanish as he leaves God's presence. Instead, it continues to shine, calling the Israelites not only to witness his encounter with God, but also to engage in their own. He shares with them what the Lord has commanded. This radiating glory serves as a reminder that when we encounter God, our lives are forever changed, and our experiences beckon others towards that divine journey. Fast forward to the Gospel of Matthew. Here, Jesus presents us with parables that capture the essence of the kingdom of heaven. He likens it to a hidden treasure and a pearl of great price. Both of these metaphors reveal a profound truth about the kingdom. It's not only valuable, but it requires a willingness to sacrifice everything we hold dear to obtain it. Imagine discovering a treasure buried in a field. In your excitement, you cover it again, and with joy, you sell everything you own to buy that field. This joy highlights something crucial about our relationship with God. The kingdom of heaven isn't just about acquiring something valuable. It's about the uncontainable joy that comes from recognizing its value. The merchant who finds the pearl of great price feels a similar joy. He has discovered something so rare and precious that he willingly parts with all he has. In both stories, joy is the prevalent emotion, an echo of a heart transformed by meeting God. In our lives, we are invited to seek this treasure. What might be that invaluable treasure in your life? What I love about these readings is they compel us to examine our priorities. Are we willing to make sacrifices for what truly matters? Life can sometimes clutter our vision. Work, relationships, and endless distractions can obscure the treasure of the kingdom. It is in seeking the divine treasure where we find fulfillment, purpose, and joy. St. Augustine said, "Our hearts are restless until they rest in you. Just as Moses' face radiated after communion with God, our lives can reflect the light of Christ when we earnestly seek Him. We too are meant to shine brightly in this world. While our encounters with God may not always leave a physical glow, our actions, love, and kindness can create ripples of light in the lives of others. Let's challenge ourselves today to approach God unmasked, see the radiance He gives us, and courageously share that light with all we meet. As we conclude our reflection, let each of us take a moment to think about how we can dig deeper into this treasure through prayer, acts of kindness, studying the Word, and sharing His love. May we strip away the veils that hide our true selves and allow God's joy to radiate through us. Let us bless one another. May the Lord shine His light upon you, filling you with His joy and peace. In every moment, may you recognize the divine treasure surrounding you and be motivated to share it with the world. If you found today's reflection inspiring, please subscribe to A Blessing a Day and share this video with your friends and family. Together, let us spread the light of Christ and build a community anchored in His love. God bless you.